Before the story begins, please remember to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. In northern Washington state, tucked against the edge of the Olympic Mountains, lies a forest known to the locals as Briar Glen. It's not on most maps, and if it is, it's usually marked only by a vague green smudge, no hiking trails, no campsites, no welcoming signs from the Parks Department. But there is one sign, nailed crookedly to an old cedar at the forest's edge. No entry after sundown. Trespassers will not be prosecuted, they will be lost. The warning isn't official. The state government never made the law, but everyone in the surrounding towns obeys it. Because something is wrong with Briar Glen after dark. And the people who ignore the sign don't always come back. The first known disappearance in Briar Glen was in 1948. A 17-year-old boy named Ellis McCrae dared his friends to enter the forest after sunset. They laughed, egged each other on. He stepped past the tree line as the sun dipped below the ridge. His flashlight flickered once, then twice, then went dark. His friends waited, shouting his name. No answer. They searched all night. In the morning, police found only the flashlight perfectly centered on the trail, its bulb unscrewed and resting beside it. They called it a prank gone wrong. Said Ellis ran off, but his mother swore he was terrified of the woods. His boots were found 2 weeks later, 20 feet up a pine tree. He was never seen again. James Harlan was a park ranger, meticulous and rational. He didn't believe in ghost stories. In September 1966, hikers reported screams near the Glen just after sundown. Harlan went to investigate. He radioed once. Approaching southeast ridge. Fogs rolling in faster than expected. Then silence. His body was never recovered, but his uniform was. Found 6 weeks later, folded neatly on a tree stump. His boots were 100 yards away, filled with water. More disturbing, his service pistol was found with all 6 bullets loaded, but the holster had been sliced. Not torn, not unbuckled, but sliced cleanly, as if by a blade. Locals began whispering about the split places, areas where sound and time distorted. Places you could step into and never find your way back out. In 1983, a college student named Clara Monroe took an interest in the urban legends of Briar Glen. As part of her thesis, she tied a red thread around trees along her walking path, a way to ensure she could find her way back. She entered the forest at 5:43 p.m. on a cloud-covered October evening. The thread worked for the first 300 feet. Then it doubled back, then looped impossibly. At one point, her recorded notes state, "The thread is leading inward, not out. Something is moving it." Her final tape ends with a whisper. "It's behind me, but not footsteps. It's pulling the trees." When a search party entered at dawn, they found her recorder beneath a root, and no thread. In 1991, a family picnic turned into something far darker. The Wexlers, 2 parents, 3 children, chose a clearing just outside Briar Glen for an afternoon of food and games. At 5:59 p.m., the youngest boy, Matthew, chased a ball into the tree line. He never came back. But here's where it gets worse. His older brother, Jacob, claimed he saw someone toss the ball back. A tall man, pale, hair like tree roots. That night, the Wexlers reported the boy missing. Search teams combed the woods. At dawn, they found the ball, sitting on the roof of the Wexler family van. Wrapped around it, the red thread Clara Monroe had used 8 years earlier. 2 licensed hunters, Josh and Damon Cartwright, entered the Glen illegally before dawn in 2007. They believed the stories were designed to keep the best game private. Their GoPro footage was later found near a ranger's tower. Damon's final words on the tape. "We're walking in circles. I marked this tree, how's it here again?" At 6:41 p.m. Josh screams, "It's not behind us. It's all around us." Then static. Search crews found the camera but no bodies. Only a small clearing surrounded by stones arranged in a spiral. In the center, 2 tags ripped from hunting jackets and a bone. Human. Jawbone. No dental match was ever confirmed. In 2013, a Freedom of Information Act request revealed a classified report from 1997. It detailed an environmental anomaly within Briar Glen. Soil temperatures varied by 30 degrees in less than a meter. Magnetic fields were unstable. It referred to the glen as a zone of temporal distortion. The document concluded with the recommendation: area should be considered high risk. No entry permitted without anchor equipment and tether protocols. Civilian containment should continue under folklore maintenance. In short, the government knew. And rather than explain the science, they let the fear do the work. Locals speak of a place in the glen where the trees don't bend with the wind, where moss grows upside down. A hollow deep in the heart of the woods where some claim to see lights flickering between trunks. One man, Thomas Reed, claimed he'd been inside. Said he spent 6 hours walking straight and still ended up where he began. But when he left the forest, only 2 minutes had passed. He never went back. Before he died, he said this: "There's a door that opens at dusk, and something walks through it. Sometimes it leaves things behind, but sometimes it takes." Briar Glen is still there, quiet, watching. Every year, a few hikers get too close. Some vanish. Others come back different. The sign at the edge of the forest remains: no entry after sundown. Trespassers will not be prosecuted, they will be lost. And if you're ever near the Olympic Mountains at dusk, stay out of the woods, because whatever lives in Briar Glen doesn't just want to scare you. It wants you to stay, forever.